foreign media reports American fighter jet has crashed in Kuwait. That's what the foreign media, to be specific and precise, Iraqi media is reporting at the moment. A big claim being made that a US fighter jet has crashed in Kuwait. Let's go across to Mayank. He's getting us more details. Mayank, every single day there are several claims about one side, one party bringing down planes, aircrafts and facilities of the other side. Now there's a claim that has been made in foreign media that US fighter jet has crashed in Kuwait.
Yeah, I mean, amidst such high tempo operations, it is quite normal that what kind of maintenance, repair or overhauling is being done. It could also lead to multiple issues and problems. Snags develop because of that only. So let us wait for the official statements, which will signify whether the missile from Iran has hit or enemy country has hit the aircraft, or it has gone down because of the maintenance issue or overall issue. Snags which develop naturally because of the high tempo operations. The other point is, let us understand the information warfare also. Right from Mahabharata days, when elephant, which was also named Ashwathama, and a fighter was also named Ashwathama, such misinformation was always brought out so as to bring the other side down, bring the credibility of the other side down, or put pressure on the other side so as to react in anxiety, and that creates weaknesses. So that could also be the problem. So let's wait as far as official things are concerned, statement is concerned. But amidst such high tempo operations, there are claims and counterclaims from both sides. And in terms of the US, there had been multiple reports that scores of crafts have come down, which included refuelers, fighters, AVACs, and transport aircrafts also. So if that is there, it is a normal process whenever the war continues, and it is a high tempo war. Let me signify that. So amidst that, let's wait for the official statements if they come out. Otherwise, we'll have to surmise only that whether it's an operational hit or it has gone down because of maintenance, overhaul or repair issues.
Absolutely. But that was an interesting Mahabharata analogy that you gave. I believe US will have to respond to this to confirm whether or not this has happened. If this has happened, then what are the reasons behind it? But one other thing that we are noticing, the ultimatums coming in from Donald Trump's side and the way they are being mocked by the Iranian authorities. In the latest Trump, you're fired. That's the jibe taken. And Iran, by the way, has made it absolutely clear that you hit our electricity, we'll do the same to you.
And they have a very important lever in their hand, which is Strait of Hormuz, and Iran has already retorted, saying that they will completely bring a clampdown on as far as the movement in Strait of Hormuz is concerned, and it has a trickle-down effect over the whole globe. That's what we are talking since last so many days. So the lever is in the hands of Iran right now, and they have retorted by saying that they'll stop movement completely as far as Strait of Hormuz is concerned. But let us wait and watch for another, when the 48 hours after the statement made by President Donald Trump completes, and we'll have to wait and watch what kind of operations are carried out after that. So the reactions and counter reactions will be seen only after that. But let me bring out this aspect also. It had been a relative calm as far as Israel is concerned. Last night only one emergency sirens as far as Dimona, Rishon LeZion, Tel Aviv is concerned, it was there. And metaphorically talking, the weather is also quite calm today, and we are at the coast of Mediterranean Sea right now, which has calm waves.
Absolutely. You know, one thing is for sure, if Iran continues to retaliate and hit power plants, the entire Gulf region is going to be engulfed in the darkness that Iran is warning about. Also, you know, I just want to ask this from the perspective of a third party, a third nation observing this entire thing. Are United States of America and Israel really fighting the same war? Because there are multiple statements that come in from Donald Trump and his administration that sometimes talk about de-escalation and that other times talk about intensifying the attacks. No such change in strategy as far as Israel is concerned.
We did a special story on National Intelligence Committee report, which was brought about by Washington Post. And in that, they had used a term called unlikely, when it was specifically analyzed that whether the regime will be changed there. And other thing, White House had signified that they have two important goals: to blunt the military capabilities, which is also a military industrial complex of Iran, and also to blunt the capabilities of Iran in such a way that they are not able to help their proxies in the region. So you don't see the regime changing, and this has been accepted by everyone. Even if top leaders have been knocked off, the leadership matrix, it has shown that they are still able to organize the forces, continue with the operations and keep hitting. In fact, increasing the threshold, and we saw that by seeing the 2 ballistic missiles which landed this side yesterday. So is the lever of matrix still in the hands of Iran? That has to be seen. Strait of Hormuz is the other important lever, and solutions have to be found out from every side if really end goal has to be achieved, right, whether from Israel, Iran, the US side, or from Iran side. And India has been talking about talks, diplomatic overtures, and issues to be solved in a better manner, peacefully.
Okay, Mayank, do stay on with us. We have author R.S.N. Singh joining us on the broadcast, and at this point of time, R.S.N. Singh, all the countries that have been impacted because of this war, directly or indirectly, are just hoping for the situation to de-escalate because the energy supplies are being impacted now. Do you think US and Israel really are on the same page when you talk about the end goal?
No, the end goal is control of the Strait of Hormuz. And say hypothetically, if Iran was to be, was to continue, with the control of Strait of Hormuz, that would be the end of USA's superpower status and its numero uno position. Remember one thing, that the United States of America is a numero uno power because it controls all the maritime choke points of the world. And Strait of Hormuz being one of the most important choke points. So I see no solution unless this Americans establish their control over the Strait of Hormuz. They will go at it whatever it takes, because the consequences what would I say? It will be epoch-making if they don't have the control over them. So there is no solution as diplomatic solution as per me.
Okay.
Some military way will have to be found out. And just imagine, if Iran were to prevail, then it will become the Lord of West Asia, with huge implications for us.
Okay, but you're making a very important point. Your analysis is that diplomatically there is no solution to this. Please stay on with us. We also have Wing Commander Sudhakaran, defense expert, joining us. We're looking at some visuals and the latest report. As per Iraqi media, Wing Commander Sudhakaran, that a US jet has crashed in Kuwait. Now, US is yet to confirm the reasons and who targeted this. But increasingly, such information doing the rounds from both sides about facilities being targeted, about aircrafts being targeted, just to show that the other side is losing dominance.
We can't really see. This is absolutely fog of war. These news that you are trying to quote is, as of now, stands unconfirmed.
Absolutely, it's based on sources.
It's very, very difficult to stick the neck out as to why this happened and what is the actual casualty that is on ground to apportion blame or reason or cause or what anything thereof. Having said this, these are normal in the course of war. See, information warfare and psychological operations are one of the primary weapons of any warfare. The enemy has to be subdued by fear. By fear of consequences and of what the enemy is losing on the ground, so that they can be made to surrender much before the actual reality dawns upon them. So these are pretty normal par for the course, and we will keep seeing increased news like this. We need to be a bit more cautious. You will be remembering during Ops Sindoor, many of our TV channels even reported Indian forces going and capturing Karachi and Islamabad and whatnot.
No, absolutely. What you're saying is absolutely right. In a situation like this, one has to be extremely cautious and careful. This is as per foreign media. That's what we are reporting here, and this is based on sources. Like I said, US is yet to officially confirm what are the reasons behind it, what really has transpired. Wing Commander Sudhakaran and RSN Singh, thank you very much for joining us. Mayank will stay on with us. We have some breaking input coming in.